Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Mario Max Tarot. And I'm here if you guys want to ask a question or get a general message. Yes, I know I'm live. Thank you. It is pouring rain here in Bermuda, and that's why I'm live, because I can't work outside. But I'm here. Okay, cool. Rain, rain, rain. We need the rain here anyway. So everything has been dry. It's been raining off and on, dude. But yeah. Oh. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. What you got on there? I might just go down there. Might as well. For those of you who don't know, all my information is in the about section, so you can go check all my information. I do go on Instagram almost every night, not every night, but almost. Probably 3 out of 7 days a week, 3 times. I've been going on there a lot more lately because of the weather. It's been raining. It's been a wet May in Bermuda. It's been raining on and off for the past 2 weeks. And here we are with more rain again, which is good, We need the rain. Everybody needs rain. I never complain when it rains. I wouldn't say never, but I don't really complain when it rains. It is a part of life. And here in Bermuda, we definitely need the rain. Cool. Oh, shit. I'm actually going to let me see. Let's see what I can do here. I'm actually going to send a notification out on Instagram because obviously some notifications just don't happen, and everybody encourages me to always put out notifications, but I don't. So I will put out a notification right now. Let's see if that works. Everybody says, Mark, I never get your notifications. Mark, I didn't know you were on YouTube. Shit. Well, I don't really have a problem getting people's notifications. I mean, some I do, yeah. Obviously, we're always going to have problems getting somebody's. Holy shit. But yeah, some notifications you get, sometimes you don't. Hey, Virgo. How you doing, sweetheart? How you been? I'm doing good. I'm just home inside because I can't do anything. It's actually pouring here. It was pouring, now it's kind of calmed down a bit. But it's been raining here on and off all day. I did manage to get at least an hour worth of work. Working a lot, yeah. I feel you on that. I've definitely been working a lot myself. Too much. That's why I kind of enjoy the weather, the rain breaks I do have here and there. I mean, I constantly been working since September, since this big project I've been doing. And as I'm talking to you, there's a red bird right outside my door. But yeah, I've been working nonstop since September, and I'm still working nonstop 6 days a week. Sometimes I work on Sundays, but I try not to. But yeah, so it's kind of nice to have the day off today because of the rain. So I can come on here and chat with everybody. And I went on Instagram earlier around lunchtime, talk to everybody. So I just posted on Instagram that I'm on here to see if everybody gets my notifications. I know a lot of people have been complaining that they don't get my notifications, or they say, "How the heck did I miss you? I didn't know. I don't get notifications." I know you guys don't cry like that. But yeah, I'm here, and all is good. I'm happy. All is good. My parents are back to normal. They're doing good. My mom's recovering from her broken elbow. Hopefully, she won't need surgery. My dad's doing okay. Yeah, thanks, sweetheart. I appreciate it. You know, if I'm not in the hospital dying of anything, then I consider myself blessed, you know? But all is good. As long as my parents are okay and my nephews and my family, I really, can't focus on anybody else. But I've had a lot of bad news about friends and family of friends lately, you know? One of my friends, one of my long term friends for the past 20 years, he had a heart attack last week. His mom had a heart attack, and then he had a heart attack. And I'm like, what the fuck? How the heck is that even possible? How could your mom have a heart attack and then you have a heart attack right after? So hopefully he's okay. I haven't got any updates on him so far, but I know he was going to get flown out of here to get bypass surgery, which fucking sucks. Yeah, so much is happening lately. It's actually it's insane how many things. I know the eclipse is here, the retrograde. I know it all has effects on us. But even before the retrograde and the eclipse, there's a lot of shit going on. This whole year, I've heard nothing but bad news from people that I know. A lot of people I know is having heart attacks, health issues. That's why, like, I'm totally against a lot of things health wise. I'm not even going to elaborate because if I do, people be like, I don't fucking listen to people. What the fuck they say. But it sucks living here because I can't travel to the United States unless I have a vaccine. And I refuse to get a vaccine because I know a lot of people that suffer from it. My friend's girlfriend had to get rushed to the hospital after her booster shot. So why am I getting this? I ask myself. Like that, it might affect me. I might be the one going to the hospital after my first shot, second shot, or a third shot, or a fourth shot. But by law, right now, and has been for a while, me living in Bermuda, I'm not allowed to enter the United States without a vaccine. So I'm like, well, it's all good. I'll just watch the games on TV and I'll order shit from your country and bring it in. I don't have to physically go there. But yet, we don't restrict nobody from coming to Bermuda, vaccinated or unvaccinated. But when I go to Delta Airlines and I go and try and book a ticket, it says right at the top, traveling to the United States, you cannot travel here unless you're not vaccinated. So I'm not going to do what they want me to do, obviously. Yes, it is dumb, but it's nothing really I can do about it. I want to go away. I want to go watch the Celtics. I usually go every year. I haven't been for the past 2 years because of COVID. And now I can't go because I ain't got a vaccine. So you're basically telling me I have to do something in order to go to your country. Well, then fuck you and your country then. I'd rather just, like I said, order shit I need and watch the games on TV for free. I hope so, Virgo. I really do. I hope so, sweetheart. I really do because I miss going to Boston and I miss going to the United States. It sucks for people that are unvaccinated and have a choice that they don't want to do something. I think it's absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. Like, just because of my choice to not get a vaccine, I can't go to your country. But how many people in your country are not vaccinated? So what's the difference of me coming there? What am I gonna do? I can understand if I had a record or something, But like, that's what's fucking ridiculous. Like, I can't come to the United States because I don't have a vaccine. Yeah, I don't blame you, sweetheart. Don't get it. Fuck that shit. I know a lot of people who haven't got it and they shouldn't because it's not proven and it hasn't solved anything in my opinion. And that's just my opinion. Take it at face value. I don't care. I'm allowed to have an opinion. And my opinion is not doing anything for anybody. Some people say, oh, well, I got COVID and if I didn't have the vaccine, I probably would have died. Well, maybe. You don't know. How many people did get the vaccine and die? That's what the statistics are showing. And that's what people tell me. I actually know 2 people here in Bermuda that died and they had all three shots. So, it's life. Like I said, I'm not getting that shit. I refuse to get something because I don't even get flu shots. I couldn't tell you last time I got a shot, period. Yeah, even follow the COVID rules. I mean, I still wear a mask. In Bermuda, you don't need a mask. You don't need a mask to go certain places. Let me rephrase that. Certain stores have like they have a sign, like the grocery store. I just went to the grocery store and it says, masks are strongly encouraged to use, but you don't have to. But I still wear my mask. I still wear it and I go inside. Even if I was vaccinated, I'd still use it. The whole mask thing is actually, in my opinion, it's not that bad because it actually covers, we were always told in school to cover our mouths from germs and always to wash our hands from germs. So I've been using my mask since this whole thing everywhere I go, and I don't have the vaccine and I haven't got COVID. And 5 of my family members are fully vaccinated, have a mask every day, and they all got COVID. Thank God none of them died, but they all got it. And they must be saying, Mark doesn't even have any of that shit and he didn't get it. But I'm sure people wish that people that are unvaccinated get it. So they, it's like a thing, like, it's like follow the leader. Yeah, hospitals here are required too. But there's certain stores here in Bermuda that you have to, it says mask required, And I agree with it because you never know. Somebody can come in there with the virus and give it to everybody. And then you're fucked in your job, and then supposedly your job doesn't pay for like your sick stuff, your sick pay and stuff like that. A lot of people don't realize that there's a lot of factors that goes into, people's jobs and people's lives. People depend on their job. People are like, they need to know. See, it says here. I'm going to type in from Bermuda, round trip to, BOS, Boston, Massachusetts. And if I were to leave Saturday and come back on Wednesday, let's see what it says. I'm always hoping that it'll change, but I really would love to go away to go watch a game, but unfortunately, the United States doesn't need my money and doesn't need my. Let's see, it says here. United States is open for travel. Most fully vaccinated foreign passengers traveling to the U.S. may enter with proof of vaccination and a negative COVID test result 1 day before departure. So it's got a couple of things here. But yeah, that's what it pretty much says. Most fully vaccinated. So if you're not fully vaccinated, it's a problem. And right now, if I wanted to go to Boston Saturday and come back Wednesday, the round trip is $800. And you still got to fly to JFK. There's no like direct flights. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I ain't going to spend all that type of money. You must be out of your fucking mind. Like, in Boston right now, the hotel is like $400 a night. And it's $800 if I wanted to go away. And I have to go to New York first. So on top of that, you're paying all this money and you can't even go directly there. This is a joke, man. Like, people are already trying to kill people in this world with money. Like, I don't understand how all this, like, I don't know, man. I'm just baffled at the world, to be honest. The world is just a crazy place. That's why I don't have a problem staying here. I live in Bermuda, and Bermuda is a wonderful place to be right now. We don't have a huge COVID problem. People aren't dying every day. And I can watch a game on TV. So, see, now if I were to leave on Friday, I got to go through Atlanta. And it's still $800 for a flight. Like, if I got to spend $40 on a travel form, right? This is how it works in Bermuda. You got to pay $40 for a travel form. Then you got to pay, I think, $75 for each COVID test there and back. You might get it for free if you go to a certain place. I think somebody told me a certain place in the city or at the airport, you can get the test for free or some shit like that. But if you don't, you got to pay like $75 each way. So that's $150. So you spend $200 and you ain't even going nowhere. And then you got to pay $400 a night for a hotel because there's nothing cheaper unless you go to a shithole. And I'm not going to go to a shithole because, I don't live in a shithole, and I'm not going to go live in a shithole for a couple of days just to go watch a game and live in another country. So the hotel I usually go to is $400 a night right now, where it's normally not that price. So if I go away for 5 days, that's $2,000 plus an $800 ticket, and that's not even. So I'm spending $3,000 and I ain't even going nowhere yet. So I have to pay for the hotel in advance, right? Booking it, whatever. And then you got to pay for your plane ticket. And then what about the basketball ticket? They just said on the news that the basketball ticket is average $300, and that's for nosebleed seats. So if I want to sit like up close, I'm going to pay like almost $2,000 just for a ticket. So I'm going to spend like $6,000 on a 5-day trip. if I want to go to Boston right now and go watch the game because I'm a huge sports fan. So if I wanted to go away right now, if I was fully vaccinated, I'd have to pay at least 4 to 5, 6 grand, between 4 and 6 grand just to go away. If I didn't care about, how much I spent, which I don't, but I'm not gonna spend 6 grand for 5 days. Hell no. I'm not even gonna spend 3 grand in 5 days because I don't do that here. I couldn't imagine spending that much money in a couple of days anyway. Just to go somewhere to see a game live that I can see on TV. And I don't have to go through testing and bullshit and being, victimized because I don't have a fucking vaccine. You see what I mean? So like I don't know how people have the goal and the balls to tell you to do shit. See the radar? Look, we got all that shit coming. Oh boy, a lot of rain coming here. Yeah, holy crap is right. It's ridiculous. You want a message, sweetheart? Because you're the only one here, Virgo, you can ask a question if you want. You can ask a question or you can get a message, either one, sweetheart. I'll give you whatever. But it's ridiculous how many people, or how much money it is just to go away. Okay. A general. All right. Act like money will stop COVID. No, hell no. Man, stop that shit. Let me tell you, people think that this shit's gonna last forever. People are getting fed up as we speak. So it's a matter of time before people start really snapping. That's when shit's gonna really go. People are already snapping and acting crazy, but the world's always been crazy anyway. I'm so sick and tired of just not being able to continue life, you know. All right, sweetheart. In general, what I got here is you yourself have free will. You need to rely more on yourself. You have to have more willpower, more self-confidence. I feel like at work, people look at you like, Virgo's a really good worker. She's a good person. She comes to work every day. She does her job. She's good at what she does. I think more creativity from you is will be good. Try not to trick anybody or deceive anybody or let anybody, deceive you. If you're good at what you're good at your job and there's people at your job that look at you like and hate on you, fuck them. Just do what you gotta do anyway. As far as love, you still might be dwelling on being without somebody, or your failed marriage, or your failed relationships, or like the lack of friendship you have now, and like things look always like cloudy to you. You can't see the future. You want to know the future, or you look at the future, but the future looks cloudy to you. Like it still looks like not what you want, but you are hoping to get better. Don't allow other people to restrain you from doing what you want. Um, surprise yourself. Have more faith. Achieve all the things you want to achieve and stop worrying about what everybody else is doing or what everybody else is thinking about you. Like you're the magician. Like you are the person who can change everything in a heartbeat. Don't worry about your past. Don't worry about your past relationships. Don't worry about like who says what says who doing this, and like I can't stress that enough. Sometimes we allow that to get in the way, you know, and like if you've had relationships in the past where you dwell on like those things, try not to dwell on that too much, you know. Whatever plans you make, don't don't like if you cancel the plans, it's for a reason. If someone cancel plans with you, it's because there's a reason behind, you know. Um, like try not to like do things where you have to plan something, because if you plan something, it might not go the way you want it to. But spirit's asking you to have like more self reliant, like be more reliant on yourself. Like try not to rely on anybody else, you know, no matter what it is. Just keep doing you and move forward more and more and more, you know. I also pulled you a card um, from my spirit deck here. It's called Talking to Heaven, and it says the Earth is our school. And this card says we often forget that living in a physical body, that Earth isn't our true home. Heaven is. Heaven is a lot like Earth with people, animal, flowers, trees, and such. The difference that is up there is no competition between physical needs. After all, you don't have to eat or pay taxes in heaven. You do have responsibilities, but they are part of your life purpose. So they are joyful for that reason. Everyone in heaven is relaxed, forgiving, happy, and loving. Fortunately, these people are here to help you in what's really important with your spiritual growth, love. The more you can see yourself and others through heaven's loving eyes, the more you'll understand that everyone is doing their best they can. You'll have compassion for yourself and others, and you'll be then mastered your schoolwork. We go to Earth to experience life in a physical body. It's like going beyond to boarding school. Once you have a physical body, the ego becomes apparent because everyone is competing and struggling to make their physical demands. But if you can rise above those energy, you'll learn to bring heaven's love to Earth. It simply takes time to grasp and simple, not too simple concept. So spirit wants you to know that the Earth is your school. So while you're living here, you need to learn that those things that I just told you. Now, also what I got at the end here, the last card on the bottom, is to do with new beginnings with friends, new beginnings with relationships. Like you might end up finding a decent guy and forming a union with that person. All right. So there's a potential to meet somebody decent. And if you have met somebody already, it could turn into a relationship. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, let's check. Mm, well, I feel like this guy, he kind of like, if he does ask you out, like he's still like, I don't know how am I gonna put this. Like he's still indecisive about asking you out. You know, he's kind of like, you know, I don't know. He may seem like a funny guy. Yeah, he's a funny guy. He makes me laugh a lot. He isn't afraid to go after what he wants. Yeah, he may not be afraid to go after what he wants, but I feel like, he's been disappointed a lot, and he might, feel like he doesn't have no true friends. And he might feel like, if I do get involved with Virgo, like, I hope I don't have to deal with another person that I have to get rid of. Or, yeah, I know it's early, but this is how he feels. Like, he feels like, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. That's the Aries. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. The funny guy. Okay. Yeah, I see a guy that's like too worried about his past. Yeah, the funny guy, I see something. I think, hey, right. Yeah. Well, the funny guy, I see he's a good person. He's like you said, he's not afraid. I got the Knight of Swords for him. So he might have like a young energy or a young frame of mind, or he could be younger than you or the same age as you. And if he is older, he probably has that no care young attitude. I see you guys could possibly be together. And I see that, like, it'll be more peaceful, it'll be nice, And I think that he doesn't care about what anybody else thinks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um, yeah, I see it being productive. I see, like, in the next 4 weeks it could be good. Or this month. In the next 4 weeks to a month, it should be good for you, Virgo, with him. I'm happy for you, sweetheart. I hope it works out. Seems like a good person. I got all good cards for that guy. Even the bottom card is good. I got Knight of Swords, Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, and on the bottom I got Ace of Wands. So looks like that guy, the funny guy, looks like he's a good choice. Yeah. Yeah, he looks like a good person. I don't get anything bad. The other guy, seems more toxic. Aries guys are like that. But yeah, this guy, the funny guy, I feel like things can progress between you guys. Things can get good between you and him in the next couple weeks. I would say in the next 4 days, you might go out with him, and in the next like 30 days to 4 weeks, things can get better between you and him, which is good. You deserve it. We all deserve some type of love action. So yeah, that's what I got for you. You know. Well, that's the thing. I mean, I know that people, don't want to do things during Mercury retrograde and all that shit. Yeah, you're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you. I appreciate the donation. Um, the thing is like, it doesn't matter when you do something, it's gonna happen for a reason anyway. You know, I know some people who have been married for years and years and years, and they got married during a retrograde. So, like, it's just a myth to me sometimes. I feel like people just talk to hear themselves. And I think if we dwell too much on those type of things, I think we're not going to go nowhere if we keep dwelling on what people say. You know, yeah, go with the flow. Yeah, don't worry about if it's a retrograde or an eclipse or that bullshit. Because like we might miss out on an opportunity because we believe in shit that doesn't pertain to us. at the time, because technically, my opinion is that, some of us say, "Oh, I'm not going to do this during the retrograde because this, and this." But I've done things during the retrograde and it's been perfectly fine. One, it might be because it's not in your sign, or it's not affecting you at all in your charts or anything, where it actually might be good for you instead of bad for you. So that is something that is, in my opinion, where it could affect you because of that. But you know, I don't know. I doubt it because you're the only person here. But if you want me to save it, I can. If you want me to save it, I'll leave it up. If you don't want me to save it, I'll get rid of it because it's only you and me that's been talking on here. It's up to you, sweetheart, because it's your reading. I'll take it down. Oh, please save it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll save it. Yeah, I'll save it. It's not a problem. It's your personal information. So if you want me to save it, I'll save it. If not, that's cool. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I don't mind saving. It don't make no difference to me. Yeah, yeah, sure, not a problem. It's not like a lot of people watch me now anyway, so I don't really care about that. It doesn't bother me. As long as I have the people who come on here to support me, that's what that matters to me. Sometimes the less is more is less. So yeah, I don't really come on here and like and subscribe my channel, please help me, help me. I don't really care about crowds and being popular. I've been there and done that, so I don't really care. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, that's true. People are really busy. I remember during COVID when everybody was home, that's when I had more people around because obviously everybody was home. I mean, everybody's working right now anyway. I'm not because it's pouring rain. So I'm different. I work outside. So it's different for me. But a lot of people will see my video a day later and be like, shit, I missed you. Or shit, I didn't even know you were on. And then I just put out a message on Instagram saying live on YouTube now. So at least people know. At least people can say I didn't tell them. I've actually had a few people tell me to do that, so that way they know I'm on. So I'm only doing what people want me to do, but at the end of the day, I'm only gonna do what people want me to. As far as this. So yeah. That's my dog. She's sore in the corner. She hears somebody outside. There's actually somebody working in the rain. It's raining still, but I can hear like a machine gun. Maybe they're working inside, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, you're at work listening. Yeah. Well, I like to come on different times. You never know. I know I was known as the night guy. I used to come on like midnight forward, like midnight, 1 o'clock. I was here till like 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. Cause I didn't really give a shit. Like, I just wanted to come and anybody was here. Cause I have a lot of people from the West Coast that watch me. So right now in the West, it's like 11:30. It's 11:20. So they're definitely at work. So when I used to come on at midnight, it was 8 o'clock their time in the evening. So they'll be home already. So that's why I came on so late. Cause I had a lot of people from Cali, a lot of people from the West Side, Arizona, all over that side. So all the East Coast people would be like, I was asleep. I'm like, oh, well, what do you want me to do? See, right now it's 3:24 p.m. So, but yeah, when it rains, I try to come on here every single time, so that way I still catch up with everybody. Somebody needs me, somebody needs me to do stuff. I'm here. So, like I said, I came on Instagram earlier and chatted with a few people. Yeah, Nebraska. Yeah. So where is Nebraska again? I can't remember. Nebraska. That's over the west as well, right? I always have a lot of people around me from the west side. It's weird. I have a lot of west people coming around. I have some people on the east coast that come in here, but majority everybody's from the west. Oh, right next to Colorado and Kansas. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty much over the west side. Yeah. Or Midwest they call it. Yeah, see, you're 2 hours behind me. Yeah. See, I'm already in the future. You know. Yeah, it's 3:25. I'm always like, I'm always ahead of everybody except for like people in Singapore or New Zealand or Australia. They're ahead of us, obviously. So, yeah, corn state. Yeah, Bermuda's ahead of the East Coast an hour. So people in Boston and New York, it's 2:25 there. But the only people that are ahead of me is like Europe. Everybody in Europe, like Europe is like 4, 5, 6 hours ahead, depending on where you are. I know a lot of my English friends in England, they're 4 hours ahead. So right now it's 7:26. So that's the thing. A lot of people are ahead of me. A lot of people are behind me. So I always come on whenever I can to try and catch everybody. You wish you can go to New York? Yeah, I've been to New York twice, I think. No, actually, no, I've been to New York three times. I've actually been to New York in the city of Manhattan a long time ago to watch a wrestling event at Madison Square Garden. And then I've been to Rochester, New York. I believe I went twice. I want to say twice, yeah. I think I went to Rochester twice to DJ out there. I went to go see my friends and I went out there to DJ twice. I think it's twice. I'm not sure. I think it was 3 times or 2 times. I can't remember. But I've been to New York 3 times. And we drove to Buffalo. One time we drove to Buffalo. I always remember there was this super fine chick out there that I wanted to be with, but it didn't happen either. Oh well. Yeah. The good old days. That was actually a long time ago. I'm 45 now. And I stopped playing music like 34. So that was about maybe 12, 13 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, it was about that, yeah. Yeah, I would say 13 years ago. Something like that. I used to go to Atlanta a lot. Tons of times. I've been to Atlanta probably more than I've been anywhere else. I've probably been to Atlanta and Boston are the two places I've been the most. I was just telling people the other day that I've been to Germany once. I've been to England, passed through there twice. And I've been to Portugal twice. I've been thinking a lot about starting my tarot on TikTok. Yeah, go for it. I've been telling you that for years, sweetheart. Go for it, yeah. I remember you read for me a while ago. You pulled some cards for me and you were right. And it's not about being right for everybody because that's impossible. I keep telling everybody who wants to read cards, just remember, never get discouraged because you can't read for somebody. Because there's always going to be some people that you are going to definitely read for. And those are the people that you need to be with, you know. Oh yeah, I've traveled so many places, man. I was a traveling freak. Living here in Bermuda, it's very limited. You can't go nowhere. Like you can't. You have to go by plane or by boat. Like I can't get in my car and drive to another state because from one end to the other end is only an hour's drive. Bermuda is very, very small. People don't believe me, but it's true. If I start on one end of the island and go to the other, it's going to take about an hour and maybe 10, 15 minutes, hour and 10 minutes at the max, depending on traffic, obviously. But if there's no traffic, I can get from one end to the island to the other in an hour. So I can drive in Atlanta for 3 hours before I get to the next state, you know. And I've done that. I went from Atlanta to Alabama and drove like 2.5 hours to there to go watch NASCAR races and shit like that. So it's weird. I'm driving in the states for hours to get to somewhere, and all I have to do is drive for 1 hour to get to get to the other end of my island. You're better at reading regular tarot cards. Yeah, I mean that's cool. Let me tell you something. I'm still got my same tarot cards that I've always had. Look at them. They're old as heck. Look at them. They're all messed up, all full of spots, and they have the words on them. You know, the reversals. I still got my original deck that I read for everybody. I've had this deck for at least 12, 13 years now. I've had this deck for years, and I still use it every day because it's the only deck that I want to read. And I don't read everything word for word. Obviously, I just look at the card because I know what it means. Now it's just I'm accustomed to it. And I have tons of oracle decks and things like that. What's the matter, baby? Oh, Atlanta is one of the best places I've been to. Atlanta is one of the best places I've been to. One of the places I've had the most fun by far. In Atlanta, I went to NASCAR races. I shopped. I still have clothes and things that I have from there. The last time I went to Atlanta was 2007. And then when the Celtics won the championship in Boston that year, that 2008, I switched. I went over to Boston because Boston started doing good again. So I haven't been to Atlanta since. And one of my best friends used to live in Atlanta, and then he moved to Florida. So I was like, fuck that, I'm not going to Florida. Florida's just as hot as Bermuda. Hell no. See, Atlanta was hot, but not like Bermuda. Every time I went to Atlanta, it was nice. It weren't that hot. It was hot, but not like here. See, the difference here and other places is the humidity. Like right now, the humidity is 94, but the temperature is only 74. But out there, it's reversed. It's 94 degrees, but only, 70 humidity or 60, where it's not that bad. So Boston and Atlanta are my favorite cities. It's the places I've been to the most. I love Atlanta, though, don't get me wrong. I've driven Atlanta for years. I drove in Atlanta for over 10 years. And my friend taught me how to drive out there, where to go, like to write down the exits and all that stuff. In Massachusetts, yeah. In Cambridge. When I go to Boston, I stay in Cambridge. So I love in Cambridge area because it's right next to the city. It's right next to right in downtown Boston is where the stadium is. And then in Cambridge is right next to it. So it's Cambridge, then downtown, then like the airport and shit. So when I'm in Cambridge, I can walk 10 minutes right to the game. So that's why I like staying there. But the hotel prices are ridiculous right now. It's gonna be because they know people are going there to watch the game, so they're gonna burn you. It's a part of life. People are going to try and make as much money as they can. And you know what? People always say, oh, I'm suffering. I can't afford it. And guess what? The stadium's full. The hotels are full because people who have money are going to go to those games. People that have money are going to those games. And majority of those people are ballers or businessmen, or they have a good job where they can afford a $300-400 ticket. Yeah, Boston Red Sox. That's who I'm for. All the Boston teams. It's the Bruins, the Red Sox, the Patriots, and the Celtics. I even watch the New England Revolution, which is the soccer team. I even watch them from time to time. But I've been a Boston fan my whole life, so Bermuda doesn't have teams like that. So I cheer for the other B. Instead of Bermuda, it's Boston. Even though I went Atlanta a million times, I'm not an Atlanta fan. I don't like Atlanta teams. I'll root for them if they're going against somebody I don't like. But I'm a Boston guy. Everybody knows that. Oh, yeah. Atlanta's really nice. I don't want to say it, but it's true. Atlanta's better than Boston, in my opinion. Like, Boston's nice, don't get me wrong, because I watch games there, but I'd rather be in Atlanta. Atlanta's a lot nicer, a lot more open, not as congested as Boston is. Boston's very congested. It's like a lot of traffic, not too many lanes. Like Atlanta's like an open freaking highway. Like it's 4 lanes everywhere. Where Boston in the city, it's really like in Atlanta in the city, there's not that congested. It's not like that. At least not when I was going. I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. But Atlanta is really, really nice. I love Atlanta. And my mom even told me the other day, she's like, you never talk about Atlanta no more. Why you don't go there no more? I was like, because I told you my best friend left. She's like, oh yeah, right. Yeah, I had a Jamaican best friend in Atlanta. He was like one of my best friends. He's not my best friend, but he's one of my best friends. He's somebody who I knew him for years. He moved out there to Atlanta and he married this chick out there, and then he ended up having a restaurant there, and I played music on top of the restaurant in the nightclub, and he got me the gig. He set me up. He pushed my career like in internationally, so that's why I got enough love for him. But when he called me that day and said he's moving to Florida, I was like, fuck. I don't want you to move to Florida, man. I need my Lincoln in Atlanta. Like, he was my go-to guy. Like, he did everything for me. Like, he would make sure I had everything I need. He'd show me where to go, where not to go. Because where he was located, like, people like me weren't allowed to go there. You get shot, or you get slapped, or you get robbed. So, but he had my back all the time. But I miss him a lot. I need to go to Florida and go see where he is. But one day I'll go back down there. Let's see what happens. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you're in the same situation as me. You're waiting for the restrictions to get limited. You know where I've always wanted to go is Texas and Houston and like San Antonio and California and Oklahoma and Arizona. Like, I want to go to all of those places. I want to go here to Atlanta, revisit Atlanta for a while, and then I want to go from Atlanta to Texas, and I want to go to Dallas. All those places, because I heard those places are really nice, and I have friends there as well. So I want to visit there. Then I want to go like Oklahoma or Arizona, and I definitely want to go to California. And right before COVID started 2 years ago, I was going to go on a tour. I don't know if you remember that, but it was like the beginning of when COVID started. I was like, yeah, you guys, in March, I'm coming on that tour. I'm coming to visit everybody. I had everything mapped out. I was gonna do like a psychic, fair. I was gonna do so many things, and then poof, COVID ruined all my plans. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That's why I planned and God laughed. God's like, not right now, bro. You can't go right now, and you won't be going nowhere time no soon. You gotta stay the fuck home. I was like, all right, God, I got you, bro. It's cool. I'm not mad. It's all good. I look at my life as, I always got a chance to do it at some point in time. You're probably the 15th person that mentioned. Yeah, Texas is no restrictions. See, I can go to Texas right now, and they wouldn't give a fuck if I have a vaccine or not. They don't give a shit. But the problem is, the places I need to Bermuda doesn't have a direct flight to Texas. I got to go here to Boston, then to Texas, or I got to go here, Atlanta, Texas. And I really want to go because I have, a lot of friends out there that, especially people that come in my lives. I know a few people. I have a few people that live in Texas that I know that I would love to go visit and spend time with, and just go shopping and just sightsee. Like, I would like to see other places. I'm a travel. I like to travel everywhere, but I've always wanted to go to the west side of America. Yeah, exactly. That's why people want to go. There's no restrictions. You can do whatever the fuck you like. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to go to a place where I don't have restrictions. I want to do whatever I want to do. So, like, those places are the type of places I want to go. But the problem is I can't get to Texas without going to restrictions of another state or another place. And right now, I can't even leave Bermuda because I don't have a vaccine. Like, any place that I can go to right now is England and Europe. If I get on a plane right now to go to England, I'm allowed to go with no vaccine and no test, no nothing. All I got to do is fill out a form, and that's it. Bye. And plus, England and Bermuda are connected. We're a British colony, so like, I can go to England right now. So, and I don't need a vaccine. I don't need no paperwork. No. Oh, hey, what's up, sweetheart? Yeah, I know you went you had your operation, didn't you? You just woke up from anesthesia. Yeah, I know. I was just thinking about you too, because I was talking about all the places I want to go and people I want to visit. And I remember you said Tuesday you were gonna. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're up and running. I hope everything went well. I'm good, sweetheart. I'm just home because it's pouring rain. I'm sure you can probably hear it in the background, but it's pouring here. Yeah. Yeah. That's good, sweetheart. You just sore? Well, if I was there, I rub your feet. I give you a massage. I take care of you. I even grab you and hold you and move you. You wouldn't even have to walk. I just hold you and like I rock you like a baby. Put you in my arms. My back will hurt a little bit, but that's okay. I'll get over it. I'll take two and leave. Make sure my back strong. I'll hold you, feed you, take you where you want to. All right, sweetheart. I'll take you. Here you go. I better not make you laugh. You're gonna get even more sore. I'm glad you're okay there. That's good. I'm sick and tired of everybody telling me bad news that they're having operations and they're sick and all that, man. I don't want nobody to get sick, man. It's fucked up. But hey, I'm glad you're all right, though. It's a part of life. Operations are a part of life. I've had 2 in my lifetime. So, but they weren't major, thank God. But like I said, I have a friend right now that's in Boston getting treated, bypass surgery. So that's not good. And he's younger than me. He had a heart attack. His mom had a heart attack. He had a heart attack. It's like This year, I've heard of nothing but younger people than me having heart attacks, and that's because they don't take care of themselves. You know, people gotta fucking take care of their health, man. People take health for granted. You know, sometimes eat a whole pile of shit that we're not supposed to eat. You know, so I try not to eat and drink things I'm not supposed to. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we actually think we're eating and drinking the right things that we're not. It's all like a lie, some people say. But I'm not really a person that loves to drink water every day. I'm the type of person I need to put something in the water to give it some type of flavor. But this is my bottle of water that I have, and it's halfway. See, I'm trying to drink a whole, liter and a half of water. I'm trying, I really am. But like water to me is just bleh, like really water. But like some people can drink it all day and not even care. Like me, I'm not crazy about drinking water all day. I gotta put Gatorade in here. Like right now, I feel like filling the rest of this up with Gatorade or iced tea, and then drinking the two together. But they said that's not the same as drinking water. So every now and then I try and take a sip of water, put some more water in my body. So maybe I should lay on the ground outside of my mouth open because it's raining. Maybe that'll work. Hey, you want a message, sweetheart? But yeah, it's life. I'm glad you're okay though. Couldn't live my life without you. Today I'm using my talking to heaven. I talk to people in heaven, and they tell me lots of things. It ain't easy. Here's the rain. It's just a pouring. Even the birds out in the rain. You know how they say the rain is for the birds? Literally. Sometimes I eat outside on my porch, and these little birds, they come around here, they try and find every little damn crumb they can find. And like it's raining now, bro. Go look at some worms. They said, I don't want worms, Mark. I want some breadcrumbs or some leftover something, bro. What you got for me? Love you too, sweetheart. I hope you have a speedy recovery. And I'll talk to you at some point in time. Let me know if you need anything. I'll take care of you. I remember when I woke up from my last operation. Oh my God, I felt like I was super high. I got up and I was just like, what the fuck? Where am I? I felt like I was like paralyzed, like I couldn't even move. I was just laying there, face up, looking up, saying, where the fuck? Oh, right. I'm in the hospital. And then the lady had this clipboard and she's like, hello, Mark. I'm nurse, whatever, whatever. I'm like, oh, hi. She's like, I need you to answer questions. And I'm like, okay, what are the questions? And I'm like, uh, no, yes, no. Can you repeat that? I can't hear you. Then she finally faced me. She was mumbling underneath her breath. I'll never forget it. That was one thing I didn't forget because that was annoying. And she's like, do you do drugs? And I'm like, no. She goes, do you drink alcohol? I said, sometimes. Please be honest with me, Mark. I said, yes, sometimes. I am honest with you. She goes, do you smoke cigarettes? At the time, I did. And I was like, yes, I do. She goes, that's not good. I said, okay, well, whatever. It's nothing to do with my operation, you dumbass. But anyway, she was like, okay, how old are you? And I told her how old I was. I was like 27, I think. And then she's like, where do you work? I'm like, I work here. Yeah, right after surgery. Like, I was just waking up. And when I woke up, she was asking me questions already. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with this woman? Like, why are you asking me all these stupid ass questions? And then she's like, oh, were you born here? I'm like, yep. It's like, oh, where you work? And I say, I work here, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, oh, okay. Are you allergic to anything? Yeah, like a trick, yeah. And I was like, not that I know of, just stupid people, right? As far as I know. And she looked at me as if to say, this fucking guy, he's awake. I was like, yeah, I'm awake and I'm aware that's what you're doing. But, I was like, whatever. I just remember being there and being interrogated for a good, like, half an hour with a clipboard full of questions that were the dumbest questions I've ever answered, especially after, like, just waking up and barely know where I am and what I'm doing and how I'm feeling. And I remember, like, one thing that was I do remember is right before they put me to sleep. I was like this, you're laying there and you're looking straight up, right? And a nurse came right above me like this. And when I looked at her, all I can see is her nose, right? And she had like a booger in her nose. And I see anything like that's what I remember seeing before I went to sleep. And she was like, hi. And she was like, bye. And I was like, you have a booger in your nose? Now, every time I tell that story, people laugh like fucks. They was like, really? And I was like, yeah. I said, I remember. Right before she was like, oh, we're gonna put you to sleep now. And I'm like, okay. All you see is this nurse come right above me with a booger in her nose. And I was like, bitch, you gotta be kidding me. You blow you down. I told her right before I went to sleep, you got a booger in your nose. That's all I remember. And then when I woke up, I'm getting interrogated by another nurse. Yeah, that shit was funny. I was dying laughing. I was like, this stupid ass woman coming to me, boogers in her nose. But yeah, it's like a never ending story, man. What the heck? Yeah. Actually, made me made you blow your nose. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, okay. I got an email and I was like, what the fuck? Okay. I don't know. I didn't see. I haven't seen it. Damn, it's getting dark in here. It's getting darker and darker. It looks like that all that bad weather's finally arriving. Oh boy, let's see. Let's see what it says here. I wanted to go, but I'm not going there. Oh yeah, hell yeah. She's a come. Yep. That's why it's getting darker, because it's about to thunder. We got a lot of red and yellow action. Yeah, blow your nose, Virgo. I'll be going around showing people your boogers, all right? Yeah, I always remember my episodes with people. I have a really good memory, to be honest. I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, it's like it's really getting really dark. It looks like it's nighttime and it's pouring and it's about to get worse. Yeah, I love thunderstorms, but my dog doesn't. I don't mind. I wouldn't say I love them, but some of them, like where I live high up high, right up on a hill. So when it thunders up here, like it seems like it's closer. Like the other, like last week when it thundered, I got firecracker, like it was cracking like the house. Like it sounded so insane. And I remember my dog just being like, "What the fuck was that?" And I just grabbed her and said, "It's okay, it's okay." And she was like going crazy. She's like, "What the fuck?" And it's pouring. It's actually pouring harder now than it was earlier. Oh boy, it's a pouring. Anyway, I've been on here for a while now. Well, I told everybody I was coming on, and I still, I guess everybody's at work. I mean, well, because I'm not working doesn't mean everybody else isn't. And you know what? When I get off, they'll be like, "Did I just miss you?" Yeah. Hear it? Now it's pouring harder. Oh boy. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna head out anyway. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, Virgo. I appreciate it. Hope everything goes good with you and the funny guy. And I'll probably be on later on. I'll probably come on Instagram later. It was really nice talking to you too, sweetheart. Take care. All right. Me too. Thanks.